Hello everybody and welcome back to ConquerAi. So in this episode I want to cover how you can use ChatGPT in order to improve your sales capabilities and sell like a pro. I'm a salesperson myself and I've been in sales for more than 4 years. During that time I have seen and crafted loads of emails. And what I've noticed is that we as salespeople usually find one good email and we just stick to it. All we think about is how to close the next deal. I mean, that's right, but we have a lot more knowledge than just the content of that email. All the books that we've read, all the lectures that we visited, we always, learned about the techniques and frameworks that can help you to sell, convince, and basically close the customer. And when ChatGPT arrived, I have thought that it can help me apply all those frameworks and techniques to my outreach. In this episode, I want to cover 5 different frameworks, techniques, whatever you want to call them, which are going to be storytelling, loss aversion framework, social proof, and then self-efficacy theory, and the most used and loved by all salespeople, features, advantages, benefits framework. So let's get to it.
So here we are. All of the prompts that I will use in this video, I'll leave in the description. So, feel free to grab them and use them for your product or service that you are selling. So the first technique that we will be covering is the storytelling technique. I haven't used storytelling for quite a while, and when ChatGPT came around, it gave me some nice stories that I implemented in my emails. And so you should definitely try this one. So what I like about ChatGPT is that it actually mentions the feelings and emotions of people in its emails. And I think that's the key to success of those emails, because people can relate to it, and when they're reading it, they get involved. So here, ChatGPT generated, have you ever felt like you're losing control of your project? And then it mentioned that John was passionate about his work, but he realized something. And so you can always regenerate the response, and it will give you different types of emails. Sometimes it will be like about yourself, or about a friend of yours, or a person who you know and who had problems. So basically regenerate until you like the story. The second framework that I want to cover is the loss aversion framework. So it's about highlighting the potential losses, and we're asking ChatGPT for specific losses and how they may affect the person. Here we can see that it gives, first of all, that every project you undertake is an investment. And then unfortunately, the reality is that not every project goes as planned. So it describes the losses that may incur in terms of missed deadlines, unhappy customers, and damage to your company's reputation. So it's great. You can always take this email and split it up in a sequence, but also generate, see what it gives you. If you want, you can also mention the losses that happen in your target, happen to your target persona. So feel free to play around with the prompt as well. The third prompt is about the social proof, which I absolutely love, because ChatGPT finds statistics for you, and then after it has generated your email, you can ask it to find the references, so all the articles that it took the information from, and you can actually read those articles and then utilize them further, maybe send them to some of your potential customers and you discuss it with them. So that's definitely great. Here it mentions the percentages of, how the project management tool improved the work of the product managers. So it also, in a way, I would take this away. So I don't think the email needs to be that long. In reality, nobody is gonna read that much. So basically, keep this part and then maybe personalize it a bit more to fit your target customer. The fourth prompt is going to be about the features, advantages, benefits. So this prompt, I wouldn't say use the whole email. So I don't really use the email that this prompt gives, but it's super nice to see how it will describe your features. So how it presents your features, how it describes them. Some of that you definitely can use in your emails. So you can also, here I say, write the sales email that highlights the features, just the features. You can open bracket here and then list the features of your product, and it will actually, elaborate on them even more. So this is just for you to kind of have a lot of variations, descriptions of your product and the features that it comes with. And so the last one is the self-efficacy theory, where I am asking actually what you can do. So we know that you barely get a response, especially from a cold email. So it's very hard to do that. And you usually have a sequence of emails. What I do is that I sometimes ask ChatGPT to create a whole email sequence, and it will give you a sequence, and here it gives me a sequence based on that self-efficacy theory. So I've done that. It builds confidence in business owners and helps them feel capable of achieving their goals with, so here it's project management tool. You can just insert your product. And basically, it also, so here it gives you the subject, gives you the email. It will also say that join the ranks of successful businesses that rely on the tool. And in our next email, we'll share some tips and resources. So then you have, here it has all the tips and resources. You can actually reference any guides that you have, or maybe put an article here as well. So, it talks about the blog. So you can put your blog and find, something, a specific article that applies to that company's case. And then more success stories. So it mentions we'll share more success stories, and you can put what your customers have been saying. So it didn't finish the response here, but that's also because I want you to go and actually try some of those prompts out, and to give me some feedback if they've been helpful and if you found them beneficial for you.
All right, so we've covered 5 of those techniques. I just want to say, never really copy and paste what ChatGPT has given you and then send it to a customer. So give it a bit of personalization. And in regards to that, my next video will be on how you can leverage ChatGPT in order to completely personalize your email. So thank you for watching, and let's conquer AI together.